And today I'm going to be talking about A New Hope. And, happy Star Wars Day. I thought, man, maybe I should just review one of the movies. And so I want to. So basically 2 years ago I said Empire Strikes Back is my favorite Star Wars movie. Now my opinions have changed. I still love Empire Strikes Back. I love it so much. Just like New Hope. My opinions have changed because, well, I don't know. I love all Star Wars. I can't help it, but I just find them all unique in their own ways. Even my least favorites. New Hope is definitely my top tier Star Wars movie. That being, it's just amazing. I saw this movie when I was 4 years old. Cliche, I know, but I was brought home a DVD set of it. And I put it on the DVD player and I watched it, and I was amazed all the way through. I still remember it to this day. Not all of it, but This movie came out in 1977. It stars Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, Alec Guinness, and much more people. And it's basically about a stolen Death Star plans that are now stored in the droid R2-D2. And then it's basically like a goose chase to get the Death Star plans to the Rebel base after Princess Leia has been captured by the Empire and Darth Vader. And so then R2 and 3PO meet our hero, Luke Skywalker. And he wants more adventure. He starts off the hero's journey from just being a farm boy to saving the galaxy by destroying the Death Star. And you're probably going to say I'm going to spoil this movie. Well, this movie's 40-some years old, so I think we've all seen it. But yeah. And so what makes this movie amazing? Like, every moment just feels iconic. Like, from the opening scene with the ship and the Star Destroyer getting chased. And it's like, it's like from Rogue One. It like ties it all in, explaining it all. And that's why the Tatooine 4 is chased by the Star Destroyer. And then R2 and 3PO are trying to escape. And it's just, you just feel appealed by them. Like, once you see them, you're just like, oh wow, who are these guys? And then the amazing scene happens. All the rebel soldiers are defeated by the stormtroopers, and then we see Darth Vader. And oh dang, he already looks intimidating. And the breathing, like, it's amazing. James Earl Jones, I know you're in your 90s, but you still did a great job as Vader. I don't know if you're going to be in the Obi-Wan show. If you are, you're amazing as Darth Vader. And so, and same goes with David Prowse. And so, with that said, the robots then go to Tatooine, the planet, desert, which we see a lot of. And, like, that's when the droids meet Luke after they are captured by Jawas. And I just love the funny moment where R2 is just zapped by Jawas, and you just can't help but find it entertaining, because it's like, it's funny. It's like kind of funny just hearing R2 go, whoa, and then like he falls and then splat, and then he's just taken to the sandcrawler. And then we meet Luke's family, the Aunt Beru, Uncle Owen, and they're like hard on him. They refuse to tell Luke about his father, and we all know who the real father is. And and he doesn't know Leia's the sister, and like, Leia's like already entertaining. Like, she's brave. That's what I like about Leia. She's like, she's not putting up to people rescuing her. She'd rather handle things on her own, even though she was captured. Like, she's willing to take out a few stormtroopers and, like, the Death Star and the Tatooine 4, even though she gets zapped anyway. And they're like, oh, she'll be alright. And then, Vader is just straight up intimidating. He's, like, choking rebels to death just to find the Death Star plans. And then, like, as Luke tries to find R2-D2 because he goes missing, we then meet the great Obi-Wan Kenobi as he battled the Tusken Raiders well, not really, he just scared them off. And I always wondered about that loud shriek. And then, like, we slowly learn about Obi-Wan and Luke. And, like, we find out Obi-Wan's a Jedi, and we get that amazing scene where Obi-Wan is just like, the Force was what gives this Jedi its powers. It's an energy field between all living things. And that scene, I could just watch it all day. I don't know why. It's brilliant. Like, we get to learn about the Force, the Sith, the Jedi. We get little hints of the Clone Wars, which then gets set up years later after the originals. It's just good storytelling. This movie kept a lot of mysteries. Like, why is Obi-Wan on Tatooine? Why is the Death Star thing? Why are the Rebels in Empire? But then, as things went on, it all starts to make sense. That's what I really like. And I just find Luke the most entertaining protagonist, because I can relate to Luke. Like, him going out to see the two sons. Like, I feel like that would be me, because I could see myself going on a journey. One more adventure in my life. So I can relate to Luke in many ways. That's what I love about these characters. They're just relatable, or they're entertaining, and there's just... I'm going on and on and on about positivity, because I just love this movie. And then, like, as things get figured out, we get to see the cantina scene. I have, like, a toy set of this cantina scene, and we meet Greedo and Han Solo, Harrison Ford. I know Harrison Ford's not the biggest Star Wars guy, but hey, he got to meet his fellow castmates and probably had a great time with them. And then we meet Chewbacca, very entertaining Wookiee. I feel like Chewbacca's the most entertaining Wookiee out of any Wookiee. And so, as things just get worked out, they need to go to Alderaan because R2 has the plans, because Luke saw the famous "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope." And so Luke is determined. He's more determined as they slowly go to the Millennium Falcon, and he just calls it a junk, of course. And you want me to talk about the Greedo scene? Han shot first, probably. Or maybe at the same time. Who knows? We also see Jabba. He gets mentions, and we saw Boba Fett in the special edition version. And, yeah. I feel like Jabba was more memorable in Return of the Jedi. I feel like he looked kind of weird in The New Hope. I didn't really feel necessary to see him, but that's a little nitpick. And then we get to see more of the Empire. We meet Grand Moff Tarkin. I always loved Grand Moff Tarkin. I don't know why. He feels the most memorable of all the admirals, besides Grand Admiral Thrawn. And if you notice, in the council room of the admirals, you don't see one. There's a seat missing. That could be Director Krennic. As you know, he died on Scarif minutes before New Hope. Those little details, dang, they knew what they were doing with this story, even with Rogue One. This movie helps me respect Rogue One more. And then it just happens. They go to the Death Star. Alderaan is blown up. Grand Moff Tarkin is ruthless. He's a good villain, with Vader as well by his side. They're good right-hand men. They just blow up the Death Star to intimidate Leia. And yeah, her family dies on there, unfortunately. I just wish we could have saw Alderaan, more. I'm not saying that's a nitpick for the movie, but, in general, for Star Wars. We never really could see Alderaan. And then, the journey is on. Then we get to the sky stormtroopers of Luke and Han, and I just love it, where Luke is just like, I can't see a thing in this helmet. And, yeah, they get into a fight, and then Obi-Wan goes into hiding in the Death Star, trying to find his way to shut down the tractor beam of the Death Star so they can escape, because the Millennium Falcon gets captured because of Alderaan's destruction or whatever. And so, eventually, Luke does find Leia, and I just love it. She's just like, "You're who?" And then, "I'm Luke Skywalker, I'm here to save you." And then a big battle pursues, and they fall into a garbage chute, and it's only up to R2 and 3PO. I just love R2 and 3PO's chemistry in this movie. I feel like their chemistry in this movie is really good in this one. You feel the relationship between them. Arguing, always up and down, but they're always loyal to each other. You just know it. And then we get our first lightsaber duel between Obi-Wan and Vader. Now, you're probably going to say it's in Revenge of the Sith as their first duel. Technically. I don't know what they're going to do with the Obi-Wan show. They're probably going to retcon this. I don't know, but honestly, it's still amazing. I know the lightsaber duel was flat, but then again, they didn't really know what they were doing, because it was the first time they had a lightsaber duel. Sure, people made that awesome video with the Scene 38, I forget what it's called, and that was very entertaining fan film, but it doesn't really change the scene, in my opinion. Because I just love the line deliveries like, "I've been waiting for you, Obi-Wan. Now I am the master." And then Obi-Wan sacrifices himself by letting Vader cut him down, because he knows Luke can handle himself, and Luke just says, "No!" And then they escape the Death Star, and then a few things happen, and then they got everything ready for the final battle. The X-Wings go against the Death Star, and it's very intense. All the pilots die except for Wedge and Luke, and yeah, Luke's friend Biggs. I didn't really have much thoughts with Biggs, but he was cool. He was a cool dude, even though he was mainly deleted from the movie. And yeah, and then like the Death Star blows up after Han saves Luke from almost getting destroyed by Vader to the last minute. And then the Death Star's destroyed, and then they all celebrate by the amazing ceremony scene. I know Chewie didn't get a medal, but hey, he got one in The Rise of Skywalker, and he probably secretly did in this movie off screen or whatever. R2 also gets hit by Vader, and it's just strange seeing Anakin just hit his own droid. And I just love it where Vader's just like, the Force is strong with this one. And Luke is hesitant to destroy the Death Star. He's hesitant to use the Force. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. I just love seeing these characters happy. That's New Hope. An amazing movie. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. I have nitpicks. I do. I felt like the Death Star scenes kind of drag on. No, I still love it. Like, I love where Han is just running across the hall screaming, and then Luke and Leia's swinging across the empty lot or whatever. That scene's amazing as well. And I never really got too into the X-Wing fights, because I'm not really big into the pilot characters of Star Wars. I think they're underrated, underappreciated, because we're always about the Jedi, the Sith, the Clone Wars. But then again, this movie it changed me. Like, how did it change me? It helped me love Star Wars, still love Star Wars to this day. That's why I love New Hope. It's just an amazing movie. I know I keep going on and rambling, but I just love it. If you want to watch New Hope, go ahead, watch it. If you own it, watch it. If you want to. I have so many things of New Hope related. I got so many Luke action figures. I got so many Legos and stuff. Heck, I got a lot of Tatooine sets. And so, yeah. Mainly nostalgia reasons why I love this movie, but I don't really care about that. I just love this movie. Now, I hope you all have a great Star Wars day, and maybe next year I'll review Return of the Jedi, or re-review Empire, I don't know. Maybe as each years go on, I'll review every Star Wars movie. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.